Hey guys, this is Warwick from Casual Chess. As usual, back to play another 5-minute game today. Looks like I'm playing as white against someone from, I think that is Costa Rica, okay. Haven't played anyone from Costa Rica before. I've opened with d4, he's played d5, and I'm going to play knight to f3, trying to get those pieces on the king side activated so I can castle early on. Okay, he's responded with nc6. I'll play nc3. Only now something like e4. Just getting that e pawn out of the way. Okay, he hasn't wanted to take there. I will though. And I think I'll now play something like bishop to e2. That gives me the opportunity to castle, and it protects me from any check that might be given on the e file, potentially by his queen. Now I've still got a decent amount of mobility through the middle of the board. I think I'm going to castle now, ignoring that Bf5 he's just played. I see the trick here. I probably did miss that, frankly, but that is okay. Now what's to be done here? I'm looking at something like queen to e1, and then upon knight takes c2, playing something like bishop to b5, double check, revealed check. Look, let's have a go at it. I'm really not going to calculate that out, and this is going to look like a mistake initially. But with that double check, we've got the checkmate right there. He didn't see that coming at all. Wow, I can't actually believe that worked. I'll offer this guy a rematch, considering how short that game was. And he's accepted, that's good. Okay, I'm black this time. He's opened with e4. I'm going to start with c5. We'll play the Sicilian defense, even though I must say I'm not too familiar. We'll stick to the usual opening, I suppose, for the moment. Okay, I think we'll play the Sicilian Dragon. I did play a tournament in this a long time ago, possibly more than a year and a half, and I sort of remember some moves, but I'm getting a bit lost on where to go next. I think we will play bishop to d7, followed by knight to c6. This development is looking all pretty ordinary to me, frankly. Although I'm looking to play maybe something like a6 now, a prophylactic move to protect that b5 square, because he could really pile up on that. So that's what I'll play next. Now I must say I'm a little bit concerned. We will get our... will we castle? I think I'm actually going to play something like e6. I am a little bit concerned about him playing f5 later. Potentially e6 just protects me from that a little bit. I am going to feel a little bit safer castling as well. Okay, knight back to f3. I wonder if he's preparing something like e5. I think I'm going to castle. Tends to be a pretty safe move most of the time, and I don't want to spend too much time calculating or worrying about the future. Just want to get that king to safety, hopefully keep it in safety. Looking maybe to put that rook on c8 as well. I'm going to play e5 now because in future he is going to try and play the e5 pawn if I don't. I was expecting something like that, and I can now put my knight on the h5 square without too much difficulty. I've also got the option of playing pawn takes on f4 if he doesn't take on the next move. Something like his pawn takes on e5 means that I've got to retake with either the bishop or the pawn, and I probably will play, I think I will play that with the pawn. You know what, I'll actually play it with the knight. Reason being, I can now take that knight with check, and then I've also got a bishop takes on h3. Alternatively, I have something like no, I'm not sure that knight to g3 works in this situation. Okay, we'll play bishop to h3. He's got the opportunity to take my knight on h5, but having done that, I will take his rook. He takes, I will retake. And now I have to say I'm fairly comfortable getting some threats. I've got a pardon me, I've got a reveal check there. Not sure where to next. Frankly, I think we'll try and eliminate that pawn on e4. I know I am missing a pawn there on the g square, and that leaves me relatively unprotected. But if I can get my queen into the middle of the board, I think I could really present some problems for him. He's giving away a piece there, unless I've misunderstood something. No, I think I did miss that, but I think he's actually misunderstood. I could retake that. Or no, I will retake that bishop. I think he'll be just about forced to retake. He is. And from here we shouldn't have much trouble. There we go, he's actually resigned. He was a good sport in that game. Thanks for the game. Okay, let's get into the analysis of that one. Okay, we're back with the analysis now. So checking up the top right hand corner, you can see my accuracy was 73.9. Not too bad, not up in the 90s like I would like to see it. But my opponent was only 40.1, so I definitely was able to get the advantage there. Now checking below, he did have the advantage through the middle game, with a max being of about +1, but I think I performed pretty well, and that was probably partly due to him having the first move as white. So after he did start to blunder, I was able to take advantage. You'll see that I had 3 inaccuracies there, so did my opponent, 2 mistakes, so did my opponent, but 0 blunders whilst my opponent had 2, so that was really where I got the advantage. A couple of best moves, pretty happy with that. 10 out of about 25 moves I think that game was, that's not too bad, but obviously there's more improvement to be made. I'd like to get a couple of those excellent moves to be best moves, and a couple of those good moves to be excellent moves. Okay, so let's see where I did go wrong. Looks like here, -2.42. Knight takes e5. Now I didn't think about that for too long, probably could have spent some more time. It was an inaccuracy and B takes h3 was best. I did get an opportunity to play B takes h3, but I probably should have gone for that at that time. He made another inaccuracy to follow that up, and that was fine, that helped me. N takes f3 was a mistake as well, that's interesting. Again, it wanted me to play B takes h3, and like I said, I did get to play that in future, but I should have played it in a bit more of a hurry. And by the time I did play B takes h3, it was an inaccuracy. I did look at knight to g3, and I thought that perhaps it didn't work in this situation. I wanted to take that hanging pawn, but the analysis board is saying that no, I probably should have actually played ng3 and forgot about that pawn just for the moment. Okay. I also made a mistake on move 19 when I played f6. I wanted to play f6 to try and open up that f file, and I think my opponent did mistake. Yes, he did a mistake following that. And d5, he should have played his pawn to g6. That would have been a far bigger threat. So thankfully my mistake was followed by a mistake from him, and that kept me in the game. Checking back on the details of, the report, yeah, you can see that's where it spiked back up. I made a mistake, he made a mistake, and then we're back in the game from there. Okay, well look, plenty to learn, but that was reasonable. A couple of mistakes to minimize. If I look at the themes of the game as well, oh, it actually doesn't come up with any. So checking the time moves, total time 162 seconds, so just under 3 minutes for him, and just under 4 minutes for me here. Time per move, excellent, 10 seconds, time per move inaccuracy. That's interesting, so I actually thought more on my inaccuracies than I did for my excellent moves. And I did take more time overall per move than him, 9.3 seconds compared to 6.5. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I guess I've got some work to do in the Sicilian defense, especially the Sicilian dragon, but I'm happy with my memory of that. That was moderate. Okay, well look, I'll see you in the next game, and I hope you enjoyed that, especially in that first round against this fellow, when I got that really interesting revealed check, double check with the queen and the bishop to actually checkmate. I didn't even realize it was going to happen. So yeah, enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys.